Hello and welcome back to Civilization 6. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are kicking things off, and I've just noticed that we have 24 possible trade routes, and we're currently only using 19 of them. So that tells me that we should go... Oh, we're actually one turn away from launching the Earth satellite from Philadelphia. Philadelphia sitting on 81.7 production. That said, I would like to look into purchasing some more traders. I think I'll purchase 2 of them, and we'll go from there. I have seen a couple of comments that are saying I should start purchasing things with faith. Unfortunately, I can't actually do that despite having 7,881 faith. So that's not a thing I can currently do. I can't remember for the life of me how you actually do that. I'm curious to see if I... Oh, not my civics tree. If I were to go to... Not city-states, not espionage. Where is it? Government. Is there a method through which I can spend faith in here? I feel like it is actually a government's thing. I don't know. I might be wrong. I have completely forgotten what it is that lets you spend faith. It's either, it might be a civic. I feel like it's a civic. I have completely forgotten. I will have a look for it at some point. It's honestly, at this point, I don't think it's that much of a big deal anyway. I mean, yeah, I could spend all my faith and get some units and all that stuff, but I've completely, there was a point where I could have gotten faith. I could have started spending faith, but I'm really not that concerned about it. What I'm concerned about is going ahead and basically destroying the Congo. That's pretty much my plan here. Because that's pretty much all I can do. Now you, modern armor, you are gonna head to there. And we're going to slowly push towards this city, and we're going to work to take it from the Congo. It would maybe be nice to go ahead and nuke their capital. We do have some thermonuclear devices, one being developed in New York, one being developed in Washington. So obviously we are getting close to a situation where we could fire, possibly, a thermonuclear device at the capital of the Congo, allowing us to saunter on over and take the capital from them with a great deal of ease. The problem is that it appears that Arabia has decided to go to war with the Congo as well. Now, they did that recently. I saw them do it. The problem I'm getting at is that, oh, hello. We just launched a satellite. Now, that is interesting. Look at that. Isn't that fancy? Isn't that fancy? Marks the first step towards the science victory. I can safely say I don't know that I want a science victory. We'll soon find out. Now, let's have a quick look here. So, we are looking for something to do with faith. Is what we're looking for. So, doubles faith, yield, all religious units. No, that's not really what I'm looking for either. I'm looking for... Is it in here? I have no idea. I feel like it was a thing. I feel like it was a civic. I really have completely forgotten this, and it's annoying me. Oh man, I'm really confused by this. Change governments if I want to, so... can buy land combat units with faith. So it's theocracy. Your people are enthusiastic to try this new form of government from the Switch. You know what? I don't know. You know what? I'm not gonna bother. I'm just not gonna bother. Did we not just get social media? I could swear we did. Or are we researching that again? I don't know what's going on. It's fine. I'm really not concerned, if I'm honest. Now, you need amenities, and if we give you a zoo, you will be able to get those. Can I just purchase the zoo? No, I can do it next turn, though. So what else can you do? You can launch a moon landing. I mean, sure. Grants a one-time culture bonus equal to 10 times your science per turn. So 3,900 in culture when I complete this. My god. Let's maybe just go for the zoo. It is going to take way too many turns to get there. So we'll go for the zoo. We'll choose a production in Rakadet, which is going to be the armory. We will send 3 envoys, 1 to Buenos Aires. And where else? The Congo is sort of friendly with these guys. Let's send a couple to Seoul. And confirm that placement. And who needs orders? You need orders. You are kind of supposed to be sitting there and not doing much. I'm actually going to form you into an army. Because that seems like a relatively good idea. Who else needs orders? You do. You can be promoted. So you are going to take some combat strength and defending, because that way you can take a bit more of a beating. You can also be promoted. That's going to be useful. You are going to need to heal. You can be promoted to additional attack per turn if movement allows. Yes, please. Alrighty, don't mind if I do. Philadelphia, send your trader to there. Absolutely. And send that trader to there as well. Okay. Begin that trade route. Get Philadelphia up there with the trade and all that stuff. You can just fortify until healed. And when we get the opportunity, we are just going to push to the north. Now, the Congo seems to be moving a mechanized infantry up my coast, which has me a little bit concerned, actually. Definitely a little bit wary of that. They seem to be bringing it. They are, it looks like they're bringing it back. They do have a destroyer next to my aircraft carrier, though. So it might be worth having my jet fighter try and take out the destroyer. Although I don't know if that'll necessarily work, but it might be worth trying just to make sure we don't have too many troubles. That looks like a space program. That is very interesting. That looks like a space program. Major victory on that front. Let's take that. So it did... I can't imagine the cannons on that thing would be very successful hitting a jet fighter, but okay. We have a production in New Orleans. We're going to take this tank for a start. We're going to bring it down here. And then we're going to choose a production of a stadium, perhaps? Not really much else we need in there. We could look into things like thermonuclear device in 7 turns. I think we'll go for a thermonuclear device. Down here, we need housing, so I'll go for that. I'll put it up that way. And over here, we are going to need amenities. We're going to need all sorts of stuff. Let's first off repair the bank to get that sorted. As for you, you are going to head over to that hill when you get a chance, I think. Seems like the best option. I kind of want you to do the same thing except for that spot. The problem is if I put you there, then everything nearby can... everything that has to go through the city is going to have to go around, which I don't want it to do. So I want you to go to that spot. That's going to put you pretty close to... you're going to be in the firing line of that city for a while, but... you're going to have to deal with it. This tank is going to push forward to that position. This tank can do the same thing. Except maybe go to that position instead, because that way it's going to be a little bit better. It means I can get other units up there a bit sooner. You can actually go there and start attacking the city. Which I'd be quite excited about. You're pretty much healed as well, so you're going to go there. And this looks like a decent attacking force to begin with. Admittedly, major defeats are not really something I'm interested in, so... what are you? It's a builder? It's a builder. Okay, builder, go build me a farm, I suppose. There we go. As for you, that would be a major defeat, but we have to start somewhere, is my thinking. Definitely have to start somewhere. Didn't we have a third artillery? No, I merged them, didn't I? I had a... yeah, that's a corp now. Okay. That's fine. So this guy's still healing up. These guys are... Sort of expendable, really. Is this area still contaminated? I think it is, yeah. 5 more turns of contamination. Fair enough. I'll let them do their thing. 142 turns until that campus is done. Yeah, that's gonna be a while. Okay. Let's just take the major defeats. For the time being. Just so we can start doing damage here. Yeah, the tanks are gonna get hurt, but we're gonna bring some stuff up here that's gonna make it completely fine. So I'm not too concerned. I want you to get onto that hill as soon as you possibly can. Just there, I guess. And again, you are gonna go there. Alright, next turn, let's see what happens. Did I use my jet fighter that turn? Yeah, I did. I used it to attack this guy. Oh man, I've been completely losing track of whether or not I did something on a certain turn. And it's quite strange to be doing that, because I'm used to being so sort of, I won't say on top of things, because on top of things is putting it generously. Oh, that's an interesting attack that they're firing at me there. They've just moved the mechanized infantry into the city and moved the AT gunners out. That's a curious thing to do. Mostly because I feel like the AT gunners would have more of a chance against tanks. Possibly. You would think that, I suppose. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's have you, jet fighter, attack that guy. I don't know why my jet fighter seems to be stationed on that boat, but okay. Okay, fair enough. Let's have you go and get me a lumber mill over that way. Let's have my helicopter maybe move in and start attacking the city. I don't know. It's got nowhere it can really attack from. Go kill those guys. Might as well. Okay, artillery. Go there. And go there, actually. We'll just start blocking our own units, because to be honest, we've got everything in here we're gonna need, so we might as well. That would be a pretty significant defeat. So let's just fortify for the time being. Let's just have you fortify until healed as well. Can you actually fire? No. Alright, fortify. Fortify until healed, and fortify until healed. Let's choose a production over in Mohenjo-Daro. They are in need of nothing, actually. So let's just build a nuclear submarine. Highly advanced information era unit, ranged raiding naval unit that can be armed with nuclear weapons, cannot be seen unless adjacent. I mean, that's kind of tempting. That's kind of tempting, to be honest. A nuclear submarine can be armed with nuclear weapons. So it's a... I don't really need it, I don't think. Let's just build a spy. Actually, yeah, we might as well just build a spy. I don't know if I'm going to use it, but I might as well. Might as well have myself a spy. I suppose I could send that spy over to Tokyo or something, get an idea of what's going on over there. Or send a spy to Mohenjo-Daro and have a look in there. Then nuke him. Because, no witnesses, obviously. You need order. Where am I going to send you? Go defend that spot. There's not really much else for you to do. So just sort of sit there and look pretty. Well, don't look pretty. Look threatening. Look tough. Anyone walks up to you, just go grrr, and they'll run away. Japan is in the modern era. Well, it's about time. Brazil is trading with Congo. Okay. I mean, let them, I guess. Enemy stole tech boost. They got a boost delayed. Why do I feel like that was Japan? I feel like Japan may have just gotten lasers. Seoul has just declared war on the Congo. Seoul has made peace with... I don't know what's going on there. I feel like Seoul is having a rough time. Who is Brussels shooting at? Brussels is shooting at the Congo has an AT crew on... Oh. Okay.
The future seems far away.
Alright, alright. Helicopter. Go deal with those guys. You start bombarding the city. And you can do the same. So we'll get this done nice and quickly. You could go attack that guy. No. Jet fighter. Go attack those guys, actually. That seems like a pretty good idea. As for my tanks around here, I'm going to start sending them to just attack the city. This might not be the most efficient way to do things, but we'll see. So we're just going to send all of my tanks to do what they can. So a little bit of damage here, a little bit of damage there. Just going to go around the line of tanks and just keep firing into the city. Which seems to be causing a reasonable amount of damage. Oh yeah. This isn't going to take long. This is not going to take long at all. Good lord. Alright, don't mind if I do. Let's look at my research. Really, we can only go for future tech. Let's have a quick look at the world rankings. So, I'm not doing great with religion. I am, however, doing pretty well with science. So if we look at science, to achieve this, I must accomplish these milestones. I need to launch a moon landing and then establish a colony. So, they've launched an Earth satellite as well. The Congo has launched an Earth satellite. That's worrying. I'm winning in terms of culture. I'm winning in terms of domination. I'm not winning in terms of religion, though. And I need to be wary of that, because if Arabia wins, I'm going to be annoyed. I might actually have to declare war on them. That might legitimately be a thing I might have to go and do. Which would be all sorts of annoying. Also, you take out the anti-tank crew, please. Nice pistol there, buddy. That's a real nice pistol you got there. You can attack twice in a turn, can't you? Oh, yes, you can. So that's going to hurt them a little bit. Oh, that's all sorts of useful. On this next turn, we can take this city. I'm almost certain of it. Can you attack again? No. You have movement left, though. Just sit there, then. A trade route from here can go to where there for the 6 production. And let's just go to our next turn. Good lord. So we're about to take that city, which is certainly something. I am honestly considering pushing to the south and taking out some of the... Well, I'm considering taking this city here just because... Honestly, I'm worried that he might sneak in a religious victory, which would be the worst case scenario, I suppose. It is definitely a possibility. Which is my concern. This destroyer is going to go to sleep for the time being. And we're just going to wait for this next turn where we can take this city. And then, I don't know. I am actually kind of confused as to what to do here because a religious, I mean, there are, oh, that's Brazil sending troops up. Okay. I guess I'm not quite as worried as I thought I was. What is this? That's China. Okay. Okay. I guess we'll be alright. Arabian battering rams are in here. I am admittedly quite concerned, as I've said, about Arabia taking this capital before I do. Because I could whittle this thing away and they could just slide right into those DMs and just take it. Which I really don't want them to do. So I do need to be aware of the fact that that can happen. You are going to build me a lumber mill, please. You are going to be majorly defeated if I do that. Okay. Alright. Bombard the city. And bombard the city. Let's do some significant damage here. See if we can kill them. There we go. So that's good damage. I feel like a tank army is going to be necessary to win this, though. Or can you do it? No, you can't do it. You can do it. So take that city. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. All right. We're going to go for Kwango next. Problem is, this area is still kind of contaminated for the next 2 turns. So what I'm going to do for the next... Actually, you can be promoted. Versus Fortified Defender. Alright. what I'm basically going to need to do is, number one, keep that city, and two, choose some productions. Let's see. What can we go for here? You need more housing, so I guess we could go for a neighborhood. Let's put a neighborhood up there. Alright. Choose a production in Philadelphia. You also really need housing. Let's get you a neighborhood as well. Up there. Choose a production in Chicago. Chicago needs amenities. So what can I do? I can't do anything because we have the entertainment complex. I don't know. A medic might be I'm going to go for a medic. Down here, we're going to go for the water mill. Up here, we're going to go for some repairs. And I'm going to set my units to, well, you can shoot that guy. There we go. I'm going to set some of my units to just repair, I think. That's my jet fighter. Oh! Bit of combat strength, don't mind if I do. Yeah, you guys can just sort of sit about and repair, I guess. But we have now nicely secured this side of the continent. Ain't nothing coming up to me there. Ain't nothing coming up to me except for religion from Arabia. Which is scary. That is real scary. Hello, what do we have here? Yeah, you're gonna need to attack these guys at some point. Looks like the AT gunners are falling back a little bit. That's Chinese missionaries. We have a thermonuclear device. Interesting. Interesting. What am I firing that towards? I wonder if I were to fire a thermonuclear device towards... Where did their units go? Oh, there they are. I wonder if I were to fire a thermonuclear device towards the capital of the Congo, would it perhaps kill some Arabian units? Because if it did, I wouldn't be necessarily against doing such a thing, despite the potential war declaration that would follow. But what is Arabia gonna do? Let's be real here. What exactly are they gonna try and do to me? For one, let's send a helicopter down here. Let's see, what's the range of a thermonuclear device? Considerable. Still can't hit Geneva, though. But I could blow this up. But then Arabia might take it. That's my worry. Ooh. What do we do? Do we nuke the side of Tokyo? And declare that war? You know what? I'm not gonna nuke anything until I can be sure I can take it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send a military unit to there. So I can see Kwango. See what's next to it. Okay, I can't see Kwango. I can't see what's next to it. Go there. Alright. I can see Kwango. I can see that there is nothing currently next to it, so if I nuke that city and then get out quick, is that? Whoa! That's barbarian mechanized infantry. I feel like Japan might have been dealing with barbarians for a while. Something tells me, you know, I just have that. I have one of those feelings that Japan has been dealing with such a thing for a while. Let's get my units done there. And so you're going like that tile. Let's get you on that tile. Okay. I'm going to fire a thermonuclear device at Congo. This will give me a pretty severe warmonger penalty, but I've already been denounced by everybody. Wait. Whoa. Never mind. Who would I be... Who would I be declaring war on here? Who would I be declaring war on here? Oh. Would that reach Tokyo? Like if I did that, start a war with Japan. If I fire there, start a war with I'm at war with the Congo. I'm at war with the Congo. What do you mean it's gonna start a war with the Congo? I'm at war with them. I don't think I can get any more at war with the Congo, even if I fire a thermonuclear device at them. Which I'm going to do. Yes, declare war on the Congo. Let's have a look at this. Oh, there it goes. Wait a minute. There it is. Yeah, it's an ICBM 5 or so one. So, thermonuclear device hits Congo. Oh, that hurt my tank. Oh, Jesus. I may have just re-irradiated some of these tiles. These tiles over here weren't irradiated originally. They are not doing so great right now. So they're going to be irradiated for the next 20 turns. How much of a wasteland are we looking at here? Because I would like to take that city. But is it safe to take that city? That's the real question. That's a difficult question to answer. Let's go to there as soon as we possibly can. You can be promoted, so you're going to get an additional move. And then as soon as you get a chance, you're going to move down this way. You are just going to fortify until healed, and you're probably... Oh, hello. You can be promoted. There you go. Have more defensive capabilities. And move to there when you get a chance. Okay. So thermonuclear devices are kind of fun. That's a sentence I never really thought I'd say, but there you go. Thermonuclear devices are kind of fun. You need orders? Go to there and build me a farm when you get an opportunity. You are just gonna rebase, I guess. I could deploy you. Don't really want to deploy you. So let's just have you skip your turn. And not the destroyer, the aircraft carrier itself. The aircraft carrier itself is gonna go there because it can't really get too close to Congo. So yeah, that seems fine. Who else needs orders? My destroyer. Just sleep. Not really much else I can do. My fishing boats have been pillaged by the American... Okay. My quarry has been pillaged by... Yeah, I feel like... Yeah, I may have pillaged a few of my own things. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't realize... I had a feeling a thermonuclear device would be bigger, but it didn't really... When your finger's over the button of a thermonuclear device, when you're like, oh, am I gonna launch this? Am I not gonna launch this? I mean, they've only got 2 civs left, I might as well. Yeah, you don't really think about that kind of thing. So, yeah, that's kind of how that happened. I did absolutely, pillage is a generous word. Pillage is not necessarily the word I would use to describe what I did. Decimate is a good word. Decimate is a very good word. Decimate's also a useful word because decimating is what I would like to be doing to their capital. And I realize, were I to perhaps send a thermonuclear device over to this capital, I would be in a situation where I could potentially kill some Arabian units, which I wouldn't necessarily be annoyed about. So that might be something to look into. But we'll see. Let's go ahead and start attacking this. This is a tank army I'm sending over. I want to see just how tough this capital happens to be. Hello. Okay, so we're attacking this. Not quite sure why. Go attack those guys. Don't really want to attack this. I want to attack the capital. But sure. Alright, let's choose a production up here in St. Louis. Wait. Where was... Oh, that's where the other... Okay, that's the other thermonuclear device is ready in a couple of turns. St. Louis needs housing, so build me a neighborhood. Let's go for that one. And Gelonis needs nothing. Okay. In that case, an industrial zone could be useful. Just over there. So let's see what you need as well. Repair that granary. And tanks. Well, I feel like I want to send them over here. I feel like pushing in to take Quango might be a good idea. Because we're gonna need to do it, and I'm not waiting 20 turns to do it, so... Just, skip your turn. As for you, Jet Fighter, if that is your real name, you are gonna just sort of sleep, I think. Alright, so let's see what's about to happen here. It seems that I have multiple units on the same tile there. Which is curious. A lot of my units coming down, though. Which is exciting. They have a settler in there. Are they being attacked by barbarians? That's Big Ben. I didn't realize they got Big Ben. It certainly seems that the Congo's having a rough time. It certainly seems that way. Who needs orders? You need orders. Honestly, just fortify until healed. As for you, just sleep. And, yeah, Quango's looking pretty bad. That radiation got some distance, is what it did. Who are you? Who are you? Brazilian apostles, that's fine.